Thanks for staying with us. Let's bring you some national news now. Tragedy has struck Uttarakhand. After late, it's now Uttarakhand where a cloudburst has now caused a school building to collapse in Kapkot area, killing around 18 children. Few are still believed to be trapped under the debris. It's not known though as to how many children were in the school at the time of collapse. Ambulances have been deployed for rescue operations, but communication is difficult as connectivity in the area is rather poor. In news from Andhra Pradesh, the state's High Court has granted bail to former Satyam Managing Director Ramalinga Raju, who was arrested on January 2009 in connection with one of India's biggest corporate scams. The court that granted his bail said he should not be discharged from hospital and his treatment for hepatitis C should continue. Raju has to present himself before the court every day after discharge from the hospital. With Ramalinga Raju getting bail, all the 10 accused in the Satyam case have been granted bail by various courts. Raju was arrested last year along with his brother Ramaraju for criminal conspiracy, forgery and misappropriation of funds. The brothers are believed to be at the center of a 7,800 crore rupee scam. It now appears that no matter how strong their line against Maoists, there is little that the government can do to keep Mamata Banerjee under check. Now the Trinamool chief, who is also a key ally of the UPA, has said that she stands by her remarks on Maoists at the Lalgarh rally. At that rally, Mamata called Maoist leader Azad's encounter a murder and that the government should investigate it. Mamata's comments created a furore in the parliament, with the united opposition taking on the government. At the parliament today, as the government tabled the nuclear liability report in both houses after getting the BJP on board, it's now Lalu Yadav and Mulayam Singh Yadav who are taking the Congress to task, alleging a nexus with the BJP. They charged the Congress with striking a deal with the BJP to take and let Narendra Modi off the hook in the SIT investigations into his role in Gujarat riot cases in return for its support for the nuclear liability bill.
No evidence against Narendra Modi in Sohrabuddin fake encounter, said CBI official. ये आज के टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में है, इसीलिए इस सवाल को हम उठाए हैं और फिर उठाएंगे हम लोग। ये मामूली घटना नहीं है। एक क्लीन चिट दे देना नरेंद्र मोदी को बिना पूछताछ के बैठे हुए मुलायम सिंह यादव मायावती को डरवाना। ये नरेंद्र मोदी जो जग जाहिर है दुनिया भर में सारी बातें उस आदमी के संबंध में आया, तो ये बीजेपी और जो मैं बोलता था मैं कि बीजेपी और कांग्रेस आई कई एक मुद्दों पर मिली हुई है।
First of all, we have no pathological hatred against the USA that the left has. Okay, the left propped up the UPA won for full 4.5 years with all disastrous consequences for the country. But in this deal, we have taken a very clear position that India's concern ought to be addressed, and we forced the government to make substantial changes.
Well, staying with national news, in a major development in the Ghaziabad student death case, the police have slapped murder and ragging charges against 6 people, including a second-year student and the hostel dean for the death of 19-year-old engineering student Abhishek Sahai. The case has been lodged in the Ghaziabad police station. Abhishek's family has alleged that he was ragged to death by his seniors on Sunday night. Abhishek is said to have sent text messages to his friends saying that he was being ragged. The college, though, denies any such incident.
तो 6 लोगों के खिलाफ एफआईआर दर्ज हुई है। पुलिस इसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन शुरू कर रही है और इसमें थॉरो इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगी। जो भी फैक्ट्स हैं वो सामने लाए जाएंगे।
सर, क्या पीएम रिपोर्ट वगैरह अब तक गाजीपुर पुलिस को मिल चुकी है, उसमें क्या आया है?
वो सारी चीज़ें इनकॉर्पोरेट की जाएंगी इन्वेस्टिगेशन के अंदर। उसकी पीएम रिपोर्ट भी देखी जाएगी, उसका मोबाइल भी देखा जाएगा, उसकी कॉल डिटेल्स भी देखी जाएंगी।
Well, time now to bring you yet another slice of the city's history in our run-up to Madras Day. Now, since its inception 3 years before the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857 that rocked British India, J. Fenn and Company, a renowned firm of undertakers and sculptors, has been quietly but effectively serving Madras from their offices on the busy Mount Road. Our reporter Lokpriya visits their office, virtually the home for the dead, but every inch of the office is filled with warmth and compassion to the bereaved families.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year, dedicated and professional. That's J. Fenn & Co. for you. Established in the early 1800s, this funeral service company was started by an English settler John and was later taken over by Vembuli Naikar, his trusted aide. The business is now looked after by Deena Dayalan, a fifth generation Naikar.
More business you can call the service to the dead people, People are in a big dilemma at that point, We got to check with their feelings and work according to that, so that they get the utmost satisfaction at that particular point. Up till then, we got to serve them with a much kind heart and definitely mustn't exploit them at that point of view.
Perfect example of a secular Madras. This Hindu family makes the arrangements for any and every Christian family which has lost a loved one. Their service, from sending bodies abroad and getting necessary clearances to providing coffins according to the required measurements in different grades from rosewood teak to a plain one. J. Fenn & Co. have many firsts to their credit. They were the first company to introduce the motorized hearse in the year 1942.
So that was an SX 1854 model, which was converted into a motor hearse, and that was running. And that was the only number one in South India to run as a motor hearse. But unfortunately, we were too young to retain that vehicle because the value we didn't know at that time.
The company also takes up work of monument sculpting. Pedestals of Lord Mountbatten, MGR, Murasali Maran and Kannagi are some of the works done by this firm. A proud moment of the company was when they were enlisted to carve the busts of the King Edward and Queen Elizabeth during the coronation of King Edward VII. The business of death here is dealt with understanding and experience. In Chennai, Lokpriya for NDTV Hindu.
Now on to some sports news, and in cricket, some reprieve it seems for Viru Sehwag, who missed his 13th ODI century due to a no-ball bowled by Surat Randeep of Sri Lanka. In the latest, action has been taken by the Sri Lankan Cricket Board against Randeep, Dilshan and Sangakkara. Randeep has been banned for one match for that no-ball that denied Sehwag his turn. He has also been fined 100% of his match fees. Dilshan too has been fined 100% of his match fees, as he was the one who asked Randeep to bowl that ball. Meanwhile, Captain Sangakkara has been told to ensure that this doesn't happen again. Well, that's the news for the moment. I'll see you at 10 with the next news update.